indeed, I suppose, it's taken out of context in some respects. What I have stated is the force is continuously under-resourced, underfunded, that manpower levels are at critical mass at this point in time. You will see from independent surveys that have been carried out, 75% of the Irish public believe that the Garda Síochána is underfunded. They believe that we don't have the capacity to investigate and detect crime in the manner that we had been previously.
I suppose the stuff that you were talking about yesterday, was that anecdotal evidence, or do you have like sort of hard evidence to back that up?
Well, indeed, with the classification of crime, everything has to fit a pigeonhole. And in reassessing crimes from time to time, management would come across a situation whereby, does this fit the bill? And if you have a window that's broken, as I stated previously, and the effort was there to commit a burglary, then that will go down as criminal damage. If the person who's there doesn't want to make a complaint of it because there's no insurance claim, etc. on it, well then we have no complaint to work on. That's one less burglary on our statistics. But the criminal is still out there for the attempt that is there.
And that's a change from what would have been the case over 2 years ago. As you said yesterday that about 2 years ago new guidelines were issued on the recategorisation of crime. Yeah. So that would be a change then.
Previously over the years, everything that came in was buttonholed into a short view, as in a burglary was a burglary, an attempt at a burglary had a checkbox, it's an attempt, you know. However, I suppose having to manage the performance, having to manage everything else, you look at items and you see what is effective there. If a person says I was assaulted and there's evidence they were assaulted and there's no statements forthcoming, then I suppose robust management would say I don't have the statement to follow that through as a crime. I don't have the opportunity of getting a conviction on this because this person won't go to court as regards the offender. Well, then this issue is dropped. It's still recorded in our system, you know, for some of the crimes that if we do catch a culprit on the matter, but management have to deal with the issues in hands. And what I'm trying to say is that while figures may stay the same or static and aren't increasing, it doesn't mean that these crimes aren't happening. It doesn't mean that people are just not reporting some of the crimes to us. At the end of the day, it's how it's portrayed. You could say that there's 12 crime heads are in reduction and that ones similar to burglaries are on the increase or have stabilised. What we are saying out there is that we're under-resourced, that we don't have the capacity to fight crime and prevent it as we previously did.
Now, the Commissioner is obviously coming down here this afternoon. What sort of reception are you expecting him to get?
We're a professional police force. He has his job to manage the force. Our members are looking for support and assistance in their fight against pay. When our members go out on the streets at night into public order situations, they do so on a quid pro quo, that they would be recognised by government and by management, that they would be paid appropriately, and to do it for the welfare of their families. If this situation is such that our members are facing debt, our members are facing losing their homes, what incentive is there for you to be proactive in policing?
Does this organisation have full confidence in the Commissioner?
As regards the Commissioner, as we stated, the Commissioner has the support of our members in the fight against crime. We will always carry out our duty. What we would be saying to the Commissioner today is represent our members on pay as well and as conditions. Give us the voice as colleagues. The Garda Síochána are a noble force. We serve the public and we would expect the recognition from government as regards the duties we carry out.
Do you think he will fight for you?
Again, that's a personal decision for himself. It could be the situation that behind the scenes there's correspondence emanating, but our members are looking for vocal leadership.